Good evening, everybody. Hey, this is Alan with D9J Sports. Hey, man, we're right back at it with another show. For all of my subscribers out there, appreciate you guys and girls sticking with me. Hey, we've had a very interesting week of sports, and you know what? We're 7 days exactly out from the Super Bowl. We're 7 days away from what most consider the biggest game ever. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's just the biggest game of this particular season because they play the game every year. It's the biggest game in sports in America. Okay, football rules. Football is king. It's bigger than baseball. It's bigger than basketball. The NBA Finals. It's bigger than the World Series. It's the Super Bowl, man. And you know there are two things about it that are great. First, it's like we said, it's the big game, and it's one of those things where everybody gets to have fun, man. You get with your people, and you know you like the grill or whatever you're doing, and you get to watch the commercials, you get to watch the halftime commercials, and everybody's excited about that. And for avid, and I do mean avid football fans, though, we're gonna be in for a treat, a hell of a game that's in store between two hell of a teams, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs will be going for a three-peat. A three-peat, first time if they can get it done, ladies and gentlemen, in the history of the National Football League. So let's get started right now. Let's start with the Philadelphia Eagles, though. We're going to leave the champs until last. The Philadelphia Eagles come in, ladies and gentlemen, and they've got it all. They can run the football. You know Saquon Barkley has been toting that football. And also, they can stop the run. So those are two key components in every football game that you watch, whether it's in the National Football League, high school, college, and definitely in the lower levels in Pee Wee. If you can stop the run and run the football, you're going to be successful. So the Philadelphia Eagles, that's a plus for them. We will give them credit for that. Saquon Barkley will rush for over 2,000 yards in the regular season. That's just the regular season, and you've seen what he's been doing in the playoffs so far. Okay, so I'm telling you, the Penn State alum, he's tough, man. He's tough. Now, the next thing is the passing game of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm here to tell you, Jalen Hurts is going to have to do a better job. You're not going to win this game against the Kansas City Chiefs passing for a measly 160 yards. I'm just telling you right now, if you're an Eagle fan, let's be honest. You know good and well you're not going to beat Kansas City if he's passing for 160, 170 yards. That ain't going to get it done. I'm here to tell you right now. Now, let's take a look back when the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs played 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. One costly turnover by Jalen Hurts, and that really, you know, was the focal point of the game and the reason that the Eagles ended up losing. And let's be honest, Jalen Hurts really outplayed Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl. If it wasn't for that one turnover, things would be mightily different for Jalen Hurts. Now, there's legacies on the line. We're going to stay over with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, can he take his team to the 2 Super Bowl twice? You better believe it. Is he going to be 1-1? Or is he going to start to become Jim Shotgun Kelly and Fran Tarkenton? He can get you there, but he can't win the big game. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's already surpassed Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. He surpassed him because he's got his team to the Super Bowl twice. He's got his team to the Super Bowl twice. But which will it be? Will Jalen Hurts come out and end up getting his team a win in the Super Bowl? The fans in Philly, they hate Nick Sirianni. I don't get it. I don't know why. He's got them back in the Super Bowl again. So it's going to be an interesting game, especially on the Eagles side. I'm here to tell you right now that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be a formidable foe. Well, before I move over, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Our numbers are coming up. Hey, there's a lot of people love the show, and you know, hey, it is what it is. On this show, I tell you what the real is. I don't sugarcoat it at all. I don't try to pick a team and say, oh, well, I like this. No, I don't operate like that. I tell you what is blatantly honest about what's going on in the sports world. Whether it be against somebody, for somebody I like or dislike, I'm going to report out on it the way it should be reported out on. So now let's move on to the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Kansas City Chiefs. I tell you what, the Kansas City Chiefs, I didn't think it was going to happen. If you watch my videos, I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought somewhere along the way that the Kansas City Chiefs would stumble, and because I've never seen a team go three-peat. Now I'm fortunate enough, I'm old enough to see the teams like the San Francisco 49ers. And I remember the Giants hit Joe Montana, knocked him out, one of the gruesome hits, and it was on their quest for the three-peat. And I don't think they didn't get past the NFC Championship game. I saw that. But the Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, they continue to prove us wrong. Now, let's be honest. Until somebody knocks the champ off, you have to go for the champs. You have to go for the champs. Now, there's a legacy on this line right here. We know about the Kansas City Chiefs, the three-peat. But ladies and gentlemen, it's way deeper than that. Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about Travis Kelce. And, of course, I'm talking about Andy Reid. Well, I'm going to start with Travis Kelce. We know that he's mentioned in the same breath as Jerry Rice's playoff receptions. That enough within itself should tell you how impressive Travis Kelce has been. I don't think he caught 25 yards with the passes last week, so you know that the Swifties are going to be in the stands, and you know Kelce's going to want to put on a show. One of the greatest tight ends of all times. I think it's Gronk, but I think that Travis Kelce, hey, if it ain't Gronk, it's Kelce. You know, so I mean, it's incredible the career that this young man has laid out. Next up, Patrick Mahomes, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Mahomes. You know, as I sit up and watch the games, you know, every time I see modern day quarterbacks play, the Lamar Jacksons of the world, the what's his name, the Buffalo Bills quarterback, Josh Allen, and all these guys that get out there and play. They're incredible. I'm going to tell you right now that they're incredible. But there is a distinct difference when Patrick Mahomes is out there to play football. It's a distinct difference, and you know it. Love him or hate him. Patrick Mahomes is a bad boy. He's a bad boy. He never gets too high, never gets too low. But I'm telling you right now, when it's time to play some football, Patrick Mahomes is that dude. He him. As the kids say, he's him. Okay, he's him. He'll run it for a first down. He'll pass it. He'll do whatever it takes. And at the end of the game, Andy Reid will put the ball in his hands. They ain't going to try to run the clock out by running it. No. He's going to put it in Pat's hands. So legacy for Patrick Mahomes. Ladies and gentlemen, I never really thought as old as I am, I never thought I'd say that there would ever be a quarterback better than Joe Montana. I still have my reservations about Joe and Tom. There are different eras that they play in. Like now, there are different eras that they play in. But I will admit right now that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all times, in my opinion. I believe that Joe Montana was, at the time, second on the list. But ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Mahomes, he done caught Joe. I mean, I never thought I'd live to see it. He's caught Joe, and I know it's different eras, and I'm the guy that I can take in context the different eras. I don't just throw stuff out. I can take in context the different eras, but I'm going to say if he hasn't passed Joe, he could be 2A and Joe could be 2B, or either way. But Patrick Mahomes is legacy. But if he pulls off this three-peat, yeah, he done left Joe. He done left Joe. Has he caught Tom? No. In some numbers as early in his short career he has, but overall, don't fool yourself. I mean, don't fool yourself. We all love Pat, but we know, hey, man, Tom Brady got 7 rings. Not 7 rings where, you know, the Robert Horry thing in basketball. No disrespect to Robert Horry. He's a great player. You know, or Charles Haley, who bounced around different teams together. No, I'm talking about being a very, very crucial player, the quarterback at the quarterback position. Tom Brady, man, it's gonna take some more work for Pat. But can Pat get there? Ladies and gentlemen, if they pull this three-peat off, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if injury doesn't come up that Patrick Mahomes doesn't end up with 8, 9, 10 rings. The dude is, I'm telling you, with the Raider rules they're not going to let you hit him. They're not going to let you hit him. So that's a plus right there. And he's doing this. The difference in him And the other quarterbacks that you see now, it's the same thing with Joe Montana and Tom Brady. Tom Brady and them could take, especially Tom Brady, he could take receivers that you didn't know and make them great. That's the same thing. I never thought I thought Juju Smith was a good player, but have you seen how he's doing? He's also resurrected. What's his name from the Tennessee Titans? He used to play for the Texans. He's DeAndre Hopkins' career, man. At the end, they traded DeAndre Hopkins, and now Patrick Mahomes is feeding him the football. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great to see his legacy. And finally, before I go, ladies and gentlemen, I know you hit the like and subscribe button. Finally, before I go, I'm going to tell you right now, I also never thought that I'd see a day when I would think somebody was a better coach than. At one point, I thought Bill Walsh was the greatest. And then after everything's transpired, I never thought I'd say in the same breath that somebody I would see a coach that was in football that was better than Bill Belichick. But as I weigh everything out, ladies and gentlemen, win or lose, man, it's gonna be tough, man. If they win this three-peat, he's got to be there, because you got to think, he's the best coach in Eagles history. He's the best coach in Kansas City history. He's taken the Philadelphia Eagles to, 3-4 NFC championships in a row back in the day. Took them to the Super Bowl. Now he's taking the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's doing what he's had every different quarterback that you can think of, ladies and gentlemen. So Andy Reid is him too. He's him too. So I tell you what, my early on prediction, ladies and gentlemen, is that until I see it, until somebody knocks the champ off, it's going to be Kansas City. But that's what my mind's telling me, but my heart's telling me that it won't happen, man, that the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts will get it done. The Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts will get it done. But we'll come back in the middle of the week and we'll talk more about it. And I will give you my final prediction. But early on, I'm going to tell you the Philadelphia Eagles. But the more I know, the more I think about Pat Mahomes, I'm going to tell you, we're probably going to be seeing something that we've never seen before. Once again, Alan with D9J Sports. Hey, till next time, and hey, let's pray for all the loved ones who got lost in that, in the helicopter and the plane crashing together. We need to find out more about that, what happened, and how can that happen, ladies and gentlemen? How can it happen? So pray for all of those folks out there. Alan with D9J Sports. I'm definitely out.